Niggas is at a HBCU pledging Greek. Niggas up there think they Play-Dohs. Socrates and shit.
Yo, for Clark homecoming, I seen the Hebrew Israelites yelling at niggas because they had their Greek shit on. Y'all niggas is Greek, y'all niggas is black. They was yelling at these. I think these is college kids.
No, we gotta get it. No, get them while they still malleable.
Yeah. They was doing the knowledge though. They was doing the knowledge.
The knowledge. Hey, look, I'm telling you, bro. The Hebrew Israelite, them niggas broke the clock twice a day type vibe.
Right.
Nah, they absolutely right.
Yeah.
First of all, what you niggas doing talking about you Greek?
Yeah.
Huh?
You niggas is black. Y'all ain't Greek.
Yeah.
Take that shit out. They was going.
That's the type of shit that make a nigga bring up the Moors right there. No, the Moorish Empire expanded into Greece in 1420 BC.
Yeah.
You know, the nigga do the knowledge on that too. Shit, you niggas, you got HBCU, nigga. We need to start getting some Orishas. Let's get Ocean. Where the Ocean?
Yeah.
Where Oshun at?
Yeah.
Where Ogun at?
Yeah.
Where they at?
Yeah.
Let's really rock that purple and gold. Let's really do that.
Let's do it. Yeah, emotion and all that.
Yeah, all that. We need all that. Yeah.
Let's get right.
Where a Nazi at?
Yeah.
No, let's really dig. Let's really reach back to the motherland.
Yeah.
and pledge that.
Exactly.
Niggas is pledging Greek fraternities. Then, first of all, to start that in the early 1900s. For niggas to be fresh out of slavery, like, we Greek. Do the knowledge on
Fresher than Jim Crow.
Nigga went from slavery to Jim Crow. Oh, we Greek.
Hey, yo, niggas gonna be mad at us with this shit.
I don't give a fuck, man. Fucking niggas, man. What nigga gonna shimmy fucking niggas, man. What nigga gonna shimmy his way over here? Let a nigga shimmy around me and see if that mask don't come out. Huh? See if I don't start grunting and switching in that motherfucker.
Yeah, we got a fraternity too.
And yes, I'm gonna say, and I've been saying this for a while. Black Greeks, in my opinion, maintain and perpetuate the already existing identity crisis that's within the Black community. Literally, you have Black people on college campuses wearing Greek letters, getting Greek letters branded on their bodies, adopting names, calling themselves Greeks. And I think that it just proves that we do suffer from an identity crisis, you know. And so, Brother Kenneth, I know I did do a little bit of research, and I know that Alpha Phi Alpha was the first fraternity. It was founded in the early 1900s at Cornell University. And then you had the AKAs. That was the first sorority that was founded at Howard University. But when they established these fraternities and these sororities, well, they were established first and foremost because the white folks didn't allow us to join their fraternities and sororities. And so Black people said, well, I'll go start my own. And while, Brother Kenneth, I think that that's great that we said, okay, we'll start our own. We should have, when we established our own fraternities and sororities, it should have been anchored or rooted or centered in our traditions and culture.
All right, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity. Shalom to the few sisters that watch. It's coming back with another quick lesson. Just going into, where these fraternities come from, And, these are the same people, that were called the Grecians, man. We know it's nothing new under the sun. Matter of fact, we'll get that. You saw the clips of, people are, pretty much, man, with all the information going out, with the internet, people are wondering, man, why are these people pledging Greek? Why are they claiming to be Greek? But we know reincarnation does exist, and it's nothing new under the sun. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get that. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, and we're going to drop to verse 9. It says, a thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. There is no thing new under the sun. So, it says, verse 10, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So, it's nothing new under the sun, meaning, everything that's being done right now, present time, has already been done. The same people are back. If whether the unbelievers believe in reincarnation or not, it's real, So, the same people that are pledging these fraternities are the same people that were claiming to be Greek, in those days. So let's let's see. Matter of fact, we'll go to the book of Acts, chapter 6 and verse 1. It says, in those days, when the number of the disciples were multiplied, there arose a murmuring among the Grecians against the Hebrews because their widows were neglected in the daily ministration. So we want to pay close attention to this word Grecians, which they are really, as we'll see, they're Israelites, practicing Greek customs. So let's go into this word Grecians. So, when it says, neither Jew nor Greek, is speaking of Israelites.
Strong's G 1675. Hellenistes. Hellenistes.
Hellenistes. It says a Hellenist, one who imitates the manners and customs or the worship of the Greeks and use the Greek tongue, used in the New Testament of Jews born in foreign lands and speaking Greek. So these are Israelites, speaking Greek. That's all it is, man. And we're going to go into this and see black fraternities and sorority facts. So we're going to drop down, it says the name of North American fraternities and sororities generally consist of 2 or 3 Greek letters, often the initials of a Greek motto, which may be secret, So I was just wondering, where did this start from? Why would these so-called black people, men and women, want to start Greek fraternities? Why are they using Greek letters? So it says, this part is highlighted. It says the main thought behind the use of Greek letters is that the fraternities and sororities have a Hellenic way of thinking. Hellenic. The same thing that we just read in the book of Acts chapter 6 verse 1. The Grecians, it said they were Hellenists. So we look up that word Hellenic, and I already pretty much did the research on it. Hellenic. It says of or relating to Greece, its people, or its language. Specifically of or relating to ancient Greek history, culture, or art before the Hellenistic period. So basically, man, these are the same people. These are the same people. Fraternities and sororities are referred to by the encompassing term Greek letter organization and described by the adjective Greek as seen in phrases such as Greek community, Greek system, Greek life, or members as Greeks. So these people are claiming to be Greeks. So, matter of fact, let's go back to the definition. It says a Hellenist, one who imitates the manners and customs or the worship of the Greeks and use the Greek tongue, used in the New Testament of Jews born in foreign lands and speaking Greek. Same thing we see today, man. You know, these are the same exact people coming back. Let me see. You know, this is scripture that you know, Christians love to bring out. Let's see. It says, you know, this is the book of Galatians chapter 3 and verse 28. It says, there is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female. For ye are all one in Hamashiach Yahushua. And this is, see, you know, it's speaking of Israelites, man. You know, these people don't understand, you know, but history repeats itself. So we see the same people coming back, doing the same thing that they did in these days, man. You know, worshiping Greek customs, you know, practicing Greek customs. It's all the same thing, man. So, you know, when these people get into the, you know, the conversation of Jews, Gentiles, you know, we know it's two forms of Gentiles. You know, one group is speaking of Israelites practicing or not claiming to be Israelites, you know, not born in the land, you know, born outside of the land, man. You know, and we were once Gentiles before we came into this truth, man. We had no idea, you know, that we were Israelites. And it's the same thing. You know, you have the Greek freak, which is an depot, you know, NBA player. You know, they call him the Greek freak, but he's a Jake. He's just born in Greece. You know, same thing, man. So, you know, this lesson really wasn't meant to be long. You know, I saw those clips and, you know, just figured, man, you know, let's do a little digging, you know, to see what's going on, you know, where these fraternities started from. And we know it all stems from Esau, Edom anyway. All the HBCUs were pretty much started by so-called white men, you know. Most of them are named after so-called white men, you know. So we know this is another indication, man, that we're in this man's kingdom, you know. So you got all these jakes that want to run around and be proud that they pledge in Greek. You know, that AKA is one that's real popular. And whatever that purple and gold, you know, the one that, you know, the Q dogs, you know, I forgot, I don't even know what they title is. But the purple and gold, you know, the ones that walk around, you know, with their pants sagging, with their underwear down, you know, with their asses hanging out, them guys. You know, it's all based off heathenistic practices, man. You know, so, you know, with that being said, this was just a quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Lord willing, it was edifying. And we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, and Kakwadash. Shalom.